This week in SkullFace Records. Now, here's your host, President and CEO of SkullFace Records, Nick Hines.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you. Please, everyone sit down. Ladies in the back, please put the shirts back on. Maybe later on you can take them back off, but right now, come on. And now for everyone around the world listening to SkullFace Records Radio.
Oh yeah, it's time.
It's time for the show. Ladies and gentlemen, back in the studio after a long hiatus, at least a long hiatus for moi.
Yep.
3 or 4 days, and I'm like a guy in the desert, like, I need to talk on the radio. You can become addicted to be behind the mic every day.
Yes.
You know how it is, but shit, you didn't lose any time, man. You were still in here being productive as fuck with our homie. Big shout out to him, man. This is a This Week in SkullFace Top 10. It's coming a few days late. We're going to be reviewing, I believe it's October 25th until the 31st. I can't start it out with not talking about all the production that went on in this studio in the last 4 or 5 days, right?
Yes.
You were right in the fucking mix, correct?
I was.
Name, real quick, you got 10 seconds. Name projects that were completed in this studio in the last 4 days. Go.
Let's see. Lord Thaddeus he made a track for his new album here, and
we only got one, so I guess that wasn't very good, but I think I can go faster. Give me 10 seconds.
Okay, 10 seconds and go.
Lord Thaddeus Christmas song. Mm-hmm. Lord Thaddeus remixes. He did like 2 remixes of some new songs. He got to record with Ronnie.
Oh.
David Wright came in and recorded with Skeen.
Oh, wow.
You edited a few shows. We came in and did a show the night before Halloween. You edited that.
Yep.
I think also he released 2 other songs while he was here. He recorded the first one ever actually in SkullFace Records Radio.
Yep.
That was at 7.
Yeah, that was Romance for Guitar number 6.
I couldn't fucking believe it, man. I was on a vacation, man, and I just kept seeing notifications coming, man, and I couldn't have been prouder. I was like, yeah, dudes are still handling their fucking business. I heard there was a badass little after party down here on Halloween night.
There was.
Well, you guys were getting rowdy. I heard you got a little tipsy.
Oh, man. Okay, so here's what happened. We were sitting at your wedding, and your father-in-law walks up to me and starts saying, here, Slim, have some Fireball.
Fireball.
Well, Fireball's my fucking weakness. I love Fireball. Like, Superman has kryptonite, Slim has fucking Fireball. Okay, so anyway, so your father-in-law starts coming up and feeding me Fireball, and I start feeling pretty good. And then I'm like, well, I'd like to have some beer on top of this. And
yeah.
Just sitting there.
I brought you Coors Light.
Right.
What the fuck's that? Aren't you like anti-Coors Light? Aren't you like the one against Coors Light? Or have you like...
No, Coors Light is...
Are you good now?
Yeah, Coors Light is a beer...
So it was just busting Aaron's balls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coors Light is a beer that you drink like after you're drunk and there's nothing else to drink.
So just one more jab, boom.
Right. Right. But anyway, no, we were sitting at your wedding and I was thirsty for some beer. And Lord Thaddeus is sitting there and he's got a Budweiser and he's getting ready to crack it open and he looks at me and goes, do you want a drink? I'll drive if you want to drink.
And you're like, fuck
and I'm like, fuck yes,
get it
dude.
in.
So he sacrificed his Budweiser for me, and I drank it, and then more Fireball, and then Michelob Ultra, and then...
If I'm going to drink beer, I'm going to do Michelob Ultra.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, it looked like the beer cooler that I reached my hand in 2016 at the Downtown Music Depot when we were jamming with your father-in-law back then, because it wasn't nothing but Miller Lite and Mick Ultra.
I went through a thing at there was like a big beer cooler over on the far side of the tent.
Yeah,
and the kids were around it, and Rudy's son Zachary was down there, and I just started. started like putting handfuls of it in my mouth and spitting it everywhere to make him laugh. So it probably wasn't very COVID friendly over in that. I didn't think about that until the next day. So then, you got white girl wasted.
Oh, bro. And then once we got back here, I was like, you know what? I'm not fucking done drinking. So I'm going to take my credit card and go to the gas station.
Bada bing, bada boom.
So they come back with cigarettes.
Because you probably lost those.
Yeah. And, you know, because, you know, I like doing hood rat shit with my friends.
Fireball.
But anyway, so they came back with cigarettes and Coors Light because the gas station was out of Yingling.
Cold Coors Light.
So, you know, I drank a couple of those. And,
I don't mind Coors Light, but I really don't mind Coors Banquet.
Yeah.
Regular Coors.
I've never had Coors Banquet.
Oh, it's not bad at all.
Yeah.
It's not a bad beer at all. It's a cool little bottle too, at least back when I was drinking it a bunch, but I'm not really a beer drinker, man.
You know the cheap beer that I used to drink?
What's that?
Was in between Natty Ice and Miller High Life.
Oh, I loved High Life.
Oh, dude.
The champagne of beer.
That's living the high life. That's Miller time.
Dude, I'll drink the fuck out of those, but those are the worst headaches, but you know what I mean?
Dude.
They're fun.
Oh, yeah.
I'll drink the shit out of High Life, man.
Yep.
I don't mind them at all.
They taste good going down, but man, the next day, Jesus Christ, that headache sucks.
So, dude, we got the top 10 going on. It's from October 25th to the 31st.
Yes.
This is a badass countdown, man. There's some people that made a debut. There's a couple of debuts. There's a couple of artists that are back on the countdown that hadn't been on for a few weeks. There's something amazing up at the top of it. Our boy Ryan kicking ass again, dude. This is an awesome ass countdown.
Awesome.
Looking down at it, dude. So I'm gonna get this going and get it in. We're actually doing back-to-back shows in the studio tonight.
Yes.
Before you go in and do a whole shift at work too. So that's gonna be pretty fun, man. You'll probably have that energy from doing some shows as you go in.
Exactly.
Maybe to help you make your shifts go by a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
We're gonna start this countdown, dude. So this song is, I'm saying it for 2 weeks in a row, just in my own head, one of my favorite songs. Unfortunately, it is looking like it's on its way out of the countdown. I'm not sure, but it's going that way. Last week it was 9. This week it's down 1 spot into 10. This is Anonymous. It's featuring myself, yes. And this song is called Disown. SkullFace Records Radio.
Number 10.
What a cool song, man.
Disown.
I know Hold your fucking balls.
I love this one, man. Dude, I'm on a plane. Our dude came in.
Yeah.
He rock and rolled.
Yeah.
He worked that back room more than anyone's worked that back room. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He fucking put in the work.
He sure did.
So this is coming in. It's making his debut at number 9. It's our homeboy. Man, this is Feast of Pestilence. Feast of Pestilence. Feast of Pestilence. Pestilence.
There you go.
Feast of Pestilence. SkullFace Records Radio. Number 9. Melancholy overseas. Black clouds and floating words. Black and days and wonders. While laughing death around the woods. With my body
So can I just go ahead and make the announcement now because I'm itching to do it?
Itching. Let's hear it.
Okay. So I got this itch.
Was we an exclusive? Sometimes you gotta scratch that itch.
So you remember we talked about making a SkullFace Records Christmas comp called A Very Corona Christmas, right?
Yes.
Have yourself a Corona Christmas.
So here's some great irony. The very first person to contribute a song for that, our resident Satanist.
I did not expect him. So me and Ronnie went down to the third most haunted place in Kentucky, the Ross Theater, which is a badass fucking place, man. If you guys hasn't came down and checked that out, dude, put that on your to-do list here in Cynthiana, Kentucky. It's a badass place. Dude, me and Ronnie was down there. We had to go pick up a few things from this weekend, and we were talking about it. He was like,
Man, I didn't know we had to write our own Christmas song.
I was like, no, man. I was like, we're gonna do covers, dude. You know what I'm saying? I was like, that's just like
that's Lord Thaddeus' thing.
Yeah.
like he's just creative as fuck. He knew we were doing something. He actually had an emotional tie to the holiday that's a lot deeper than what a lot of people know. And he wrote his own thing, and he fucking killed it.
Yep.
It's amazing. I can't wait to have that. That probably. We'll make the countdown. What do you think?
I think all of our Christmas songs, if we end up putting them on YouTube, will make the countdown.
What if, man, we need to put out the holiday album.
It's got to happen, bro.
We'll have to do it like at least a week before Christmas so we can listen to it on Christmas.
Yes.
That's going to be fun.
What?
Till you done it to cup to but the week.
And she'll have fun till the daddy takes the tea with away.
We should technically, all the songs should be done within the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think that's out of time. I think everybody that comes in that we have in the studio, we'll talk to them as they come in and see if they all want to be a part of it. So we'll be able to get these in and get these out. I think these are going to be really fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be some cool shit.
As long as we get everybody's submission before Thanksgiving, we can play Christmas songs from Thanksgiving to New Year's.
That's a good idea.
And then, we've
like the
got
holidays.
Christmas covered.
Fill up the holidays, man. And that's funny. Was that a pun? We got Christmas covered. That's kind of funny. Maybe that should be the name of the album. SkullFace Records. We got Christmas covered. That's hilarious.
I love that name.
That's how we do it, man.
But I also love A Very Corona Christmas and the idea of me dressing up in a Santa Claus suit holding a bottle of Corona.
Why not having two albums? One the children can listen to and one the adults can listen to. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That sounds like a good idea, too.
Yeah, it does.
We got a lot of kids and stuff around here that probably like to come in here and record a little song and stuff with their families. That could be a good idea, too.
Cool.
Maybe we need to do that.
Do like a group sing.
Yeah, SkullFace Records.
Yeah.
We got Christmas covered.
Yeah.
That'd be fun, man.
It.
That's a good idea. Maybe that'll happen.
I love it.
So this is the last countdown in the month of October. Later on, maybe tonight, maybe later on this week or something, maybe here in a couple of days, we're going to be doing the best of October show. And when that happens, we do the artist of the month. Do you remember last month's artist of the month?
It was David Wright.
David Wright, man. He kicked ass. He took names. This next band is definitely in the runnings for SkullFace. They're not even signed by us. They just came into the studio. They did a Sin City Live. You made an awesome ass lyric video for one of their new singles, and they have kicked fucking ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They have just kicked fucking ass in there. And this song actually dropped a few places, man. But it is coming in at number 8. This is our boys Chaos, man, out of Ashland, Kentucky, man, doing what they do, and that's making rock and roll and making it good, baby. This is Eat Me Away.
It's Eats
Me Away. You're listening to This Week in SkullFace Top 10.
606 represent.
Number 8.
It eats me away. God help me, I wanna be saved. Please let me stay for one more day. And I fight it all, just for one more day. Oh, it eats me away. It eats me away. got nothing left. Please let me stay. And I fought it off just for one more day. Oh, it eats me away. It eats me away. It eats me away. It eats me away.
What a cool song, man.
I love it, man. I can listen to Chaos all day and all night. I'm looking
could
forward
too.
to the next single and the next single and the next single. I hope they continue to make music, man. And if they continue following their passion, man, the world is at their fingertips. Yes.
Yes, and not only that, but they're fucking 17 years old. Are you kidding me?
Right.
Dude, I wish I had that much talent when I was fucking 17. That's crazy.
It is amazing, man. It's I weirdly knew a lot of talented dudes at that age.
Yeah.
So to me, they were like hanging out with dudes I hung out with when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Because we had weirdly had like these little smart fucking rock and roll guys that were just into making rock and roll at a young age around where I grew up. I was lucky.
Yeah.
I think it was just from being like right on the outside of Lexington.
Yeah.
Lexington had an awesome rock and roll and punk rock scene around the late 80s, early 90s into the late 90s, man. Their punk rock scene was pretty fucking badass. They got a great music scene right now. I can't wait till it really opens up so, we can start hearing some of the bands around there, man. I miss seeing all the venues around Lexington being full and talking about what's going on this week and next week and the week after. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Can't wait for it all to open back up. But you speak of the devil and he shall come. But we ain't even talking about man. We're talking about David Wright.
Yes.
Coming in at number 7, man, is last month's Artist of the Month. This is off his Sin City live performance, man, which kicks ass. You guys can find on YouTube. This is Sin City Live, the Wright Anxiety. Sorry about not remembering the song, but we love you, David Wright. SkullFace Record Radio.
And here's my favorite number 7.
Sin City Live, SkullFace Records Radio.
Now it's not the way it's meant to be. If it's not the other ones, well then it must be me. No, it's not what you said, it's just the way it seems. 'Cause if it's not the other ones, well hell it must be me. You got to keep me from running from this broken home. You got to keep me from hiding from this broken zone. You got to give me the courage to fight this heart that beats cold. You got to give me the focus to set forth and make it so, or just let me go. Now it's not the shame, no, it's not the sin. It's holding for the preacher man while he sets and grins. And now it's not what we hoped. It sure as hell not what I dreamed. It's a far, far distance from the in-between. You got to keep keep me from running from this broken home. You got to keep me from hiding from this broken soul. You got to give me the courage to fight this heart that beats cold. You got to give me the focus to set forth and make it so. Just let me go. Just let me go.
Yeah. Boom, man. Moving right along, dude. We have a double shot coming up.
Shot.
And it's a narcissistic double shot, which I am grinning a little bit inside because my solo stuff hasn't been on the countdown for a while. Mm-hmm. Every once in a while, you'll see next to nothing in there. And I guess that is my baby, too. And I do have number 1 and number 2 in the all-time for 2020 this year, so I can toot with that.
Toot.
But I recently, Todd captured a moment where I was playing guitar over in the corner here in the studio, and he made a little video. That was another thing he did in the back for me. Mm-hmm. And that one makes its debut this week in the top 10. But right before that one, coming into number 6, is a song that has been on the countdown 8 out of the 11 shows we've had.
Wow.
This is one of the first songs that I recorded at the beginning of the year. I had original lyrics for it at one time. Skeen said they were pussy. I put some more emo type things to it, man, and he put a little solo on it. It became a sweet little tune, man. It's actually going to be the first single off of my 3rd album I'm going to do.
Cool.
Yeah, man. The first song we're listening to coming in at number 6 is Nick, Well Then Fuck It. And then number 5, you're going to be also listening to myself, and I'm going to be just playing an instrumental called Listen. This is the first time ever two instrumentals has made it in the top 10.
Yeah.
So, boom, everybody.
And I want to tell you this, when you watch Well Then Fuck It on YouTube, YouTube found it and made it inappropriate for children.
Yeah, children under 18. Ask your parents if you can listen. Bring them in and let them hear what is me.
We did not. I just want to clarify. SkullFace Records does not restrict music. YouTube made us do it.
You know, they got to do what they got to do.
Yeah.
SkullFace Records Radio.
Double shot.
SkullFace Records Radio.
Number 6.
You would
So guess what?
What?
I like stats.
You
So
love
I got to
stats.
tell you about what's going on here. You just heard a back-to-back by Nick. That means that just by luck, how many, views they got, my songs were the back-to-back spots in this countdown. Mm-hmm. Me and my buddy Ryan have back-to-backs.
What?
Yeah, man. He's got a back-to-back coming up, man. He's got the 3 and the 4 hole this week.
Wow.
Unfortunately, his 3 hole actually dropped from the 2 hole. He was number 2 last week. This week he's coming in at number 3, which isn't fucking that bad. No. And he's also got number 4, which is a debut. So at number 4, Ryan the Lion's debuting with his newest single, Ghost. And then at number 3, you're going to be listening to Ryan the Lion's Sin City live performance. You're listening to This Week in SkullFace Records Radio. At number 4.
Oh, the crack of a whip or the bang of a gun can take it all away. Oh, the actions we take and the choices we make can always be mistakes. Oh, we take our path and roll the dice and let the pieces fall where they may. Oh, with doors all shut and windows locked, oh, the walls will all just cave from one's desire, bathe in fire to haunt you from a grave. Oh, the hunt is on, the ghost is near. He'll chase you through the atmosphere. Oh, no harm can come to you, my dear, as he softly whispers in your ear, and he'll say, I'll be your blanket in the cold winter's day. I'll be your blanket in the cold winter's day. Oh, we came across a gypsy song and grabbed his soul and strung him along. We knew that he was stuck until the stars grew cold. Oh, he clawed his way back to this world, all because he loved this girl, and with her he swore that he would always be. Now by her side she'll always feel the warmth of more than a heart that has been stronger than a tempered steel. Can
number three.
So you think you'll just wait till everyone's asleep? Be so easy to sneak up on like sheep. Be mistaken this quiet, peaceful town for someone to not keep any law around. Oh, the barber, the butcher, Mr. Smith, Mr. Weston, they're here to protect us, that's never been questioned. They walked over this town for quite a long season. They'll hunt you, find you, whatever the reason. Well, if you're having trouble and you don't know who to call, don't you worry if their number is written on your wall. If wicked ill intentions have landed at your door, just remember the two names who are with you in this war. You see a lot of honest folk that look like easy prey, but if you're messing with this town, you know who's on the way. Oh, the barber, the butcher, Mr. Smith, Mr. Weston. Oh, the barber, the butcher, Mr. Smith, Mr. Weston. Oh, the barber, the butcher, Mr. Smith, Mr. Weston. Oh, the barber, the butcher, Mr. Smith, Mr. Weston. So you think you've got away, but the target's on your back. You will meet their steel, you will feel their swift attack. Oh, they do the bidding of the ones that they love. Justice be served, no need for a judge. Oh, their conscience is clear, so just beware and never gaze into their stare. Oh, don't mess with this town, oh, there's never a reason. They're ruthless and cutthroat whenever we need them. So if you're having trouble and you don't know who to call, don't you worry if their number is written on your wall. If wicked ill intentions have landed at your door, just remember the two names who are with you in this war. Oh, you see a lot of honest folk that look like easy prey, but if you're messing with this town, you know who's on the way. Oh, the barber, the butcher, Mr. Smith, Mr. Weston. Oh, the barber, the butcher, Mr. Smith, Mr. Weston. The barber, the butcher, Mr. Smith, Mr. Weston. Oh, the barber, the butcher, Mr. Smith, Mr. Weston. Oh, the barber, the butcher, Mr. Smith, Mr. Weston. Oh, the barber, the butcher, Mr. Smith, Mr. Weston. Oh, the barber, the butcher, Mr. Smith, Mr. Weston. Oh, the barber, the butcher, Mr. Smith, Mr. Weston. Oh, they're ruthless and cutthroat whenever we let them.
Boom. You know, these next two have really been kicking ass over the last 2 weeks on our YouTube page. The first one has went from number 3 last week and now has etched up to number 2. Next week, will she be number 1? Can she get to it? Can she get to it? She made her debut on the top 10 last week at number 3, and now she has stepped on up that ladder. She's at number 2. This is the Sin City performance of Davica Maddox. You're listening to SkullFace Records Radio Top 10.
Coming in this week at number 2.
Closet full of medicine, ease my aches and pains. Closet full of medicine, never fixed my broken brain. Takes a whole lot more than medicine to soothe the weary soul. I wrote it a long time ago. I've just never played it in front of humans before.
Almost this has happened. Back then, it almost did. One time only, it kinda sorta, but never has it happened until tonight.
Okay.
What kind of gibberish am I talking about?
That's what I want to know.
I'm talking about for the first time ever. We've been doing this top 10 countdown for 11 weeks.
Wow.
11 weeks.
11 weeks.
For the first time ever, the same artist with the same song is at the number 1 spot.
Oh, wow.
So if you listened to it last week, I've already gave it away. So if you listened to it last week, I already gave it away. For the first time ever, our boys from the 606, they brought it down. They did their live performance right here where we're looking, man. Right here in the middle of SkullFace Records Radio Studios. Number 1 for 2 weeks in a row. The Sin City performance of Chaos. Thanks everyone for listening in. You've been listening to SkullFace Records. This is This Week in SkullFace Top 10. Tune in next week. This is insane. Ladies and gentlemen, number 1.
There was a witch who lived in the woods across the way, waiting for the one to come to make him her slave. Her whisper was irresistible, I couldn't get away, crying out for help each day. It's always been the same. Since then I seem dead, keep thinking about her bed. She casted her spell on me that night. She's always in my head. Who are you, haunting my brain? Who are you, making me insane? Oh, who are you, calling my name? Who are you, causing all this pain? I thought that it had ended when I first heard the news. She had died and I survived. There was nothing more to do. Angels cried and demons died. If only I knew. The spell that she casted on me that night was eternal through and through. Who are you, haunting my brain? Who are you, making me insane? Oh, who are you, calling my name? Who are you, causing all this pain? Look out for the witch, she will not let you go. Look out for the witch, protect your soul. Look out for the witch, she will not let you go. Look out for the witch, protect your soul. Yeah, protect your soul. Who are you, haunting my brain? Who are you, making me insane? paid.
That was incredible, guys.
SkullFace Records Radio.